I know what time it is.
Who's chicken fried barbecue?
Nice bit. What's happening, early risers? How's everybody doing? I see we got Wes. My man Steven is in the green room. Madwood, Terry, what's going on, baby? Chicken fried. Bill, what's going on? Jorge, 805, what's happening, baby? Nah, man, we're going to sit back and relax for a couple of minutes here, Terry. Should be a fun evening hanging out with Steven. Yes, sir, Bill. Trinidad is in the house. We've got him in the green room treating him to some champagne, getting him fired up. John, what's up? SPF, salt and pepper. Man, should be a fun evening. Let's give him a couple more minutes, man, to get into the room. Looking forward to it. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. What's happening? TM, Trumpet, what's happening, baby? Salt and pepper, man, low and slow, man. Keeping my head down, trying to stay out of trouble. There she is, Lady Bobby. How are you doing? Good evening. Good to have you once again. Few more minutes. Mr. Bean, just relax, man. Can we get this thing on the road? Just relax. You just asked a question and you weren't given permission. Chill out. Another 30 or so seconds. Panchuco, what's happening, baby? What does Panchuco mean? Is there some significance to that name? You're gonna have to break that in for me. Let me know. What does that mean? Lance, Sleeper, what's happening? Tomas, Stupid Bear, good to have you, man. Once again. Johnny Maggs, good evening, sir. How are you doing today? Good to have you this evening. All right, folks, man, welcome to another episode with Mom and Papa Joe. Really been looking forward to this one the last couple of days since I gave Steven a holler and asked him to be a guest on this week's stream. He graciously accepted, so I've been excited ever since. We're going to talk about all things Trinidad. You know, I really want to get into some of Steven's background. I want to see what are some of our shared experiences being from smaller Caribbean countries. So really looking forward to it. Behind the garage, Craig, what's happening this evening, man? Pretty cool. All right, so without further ado, folks, let's bring the man on stage. Welcome, Steven.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Good night, everyone.
Man, good to
CJ,
have you this evening, Steven. How have you been doing?
I've been doing great. Enjoying the weather down here.
All right, what kind of temps are you guys looking at?
Like in the evening, like around now, it's about 74, 77. During the days, about 80, 85.
All right. That's pretty nice all the way around, man. And
Yeah,
as
sure
since
is.
we're on the weather right now, during the hot season, during the warm part of the year, what are some of the highs?
Like about 95, 90, yeah, about between 93 to 95.
All right, not too
Very,
bad. Spec- spec-
Very rarely it would get above 95.
okay, all right, I can live with that. Yeah, I can absolutely live with that, man. Yeah,
But the humidity, like around August month, is pretty high.
yeah, yeah. Well, man, like I said, I want to welcome everybody to this evening's live stream. I want to welcome you, and again, uh, thank you so much for accepting the invite to come on the show this evening, man. And I'm glad you told me that you're not working tomorrow, so we're
It's,
not
it's,
going to be in any rush to get you off of here. Hey, folks, here's to
it's
another
my
great
pleasure.
evening. Here's to another great evening, man, and to my brother from another mother, Stephen.
Cheers, Steve, brother.
So, Stephen, as we get into you, man, I share a little bit with the audience. Share a little bit of your background. What do you do? When did you start on this YouTube journey, etc.?
Well, I'm living in Trinidad now for the past about 38 years now. Travel the world as a youth. I've been to Israel, Egypt, Germany, England, the United States, New York, Florida. So I've been around. Started YouTube around about 10 years ago.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
right, but not actually doing films or anything, not doing no videos. I started my
yeah, yeah,
video, started videos about 2 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's been
And
fun
that's
so far.
Yeah, that's interesting because a lot of people do it. You know, they create a YouTube account, but they don't go creating videos, any content, and then maybe years later they get that little itch, that little seed planted, and they start doing videos. And like I said earlier, man, we all start someplace. So uh, definitely, I love your videos. Now I know a lot of what you cook is because of availability, especially
That's
when
right.
you compare, your menus to some of the other YouTube menus out there. I know, for example, I have a lot more to choose from than you probably do. Tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about that.
well, definitely especially when coming to like brisket and tri-tip, even picanha.
Yeah,
Uh, Basically, it's only about two stores that I know of on the island that I could get those types of protein them, right? Like the normal grocery stores, you would get like the normal like beef clod.
yeah,
You'll get the pork shoulder and the belly and the ribs and thing, but beef on the whole, you don't get like how you guys could just go in and like a Costco or somewhere and get a brisket. Like
yeah.
for me, I have about two meat shops. You call them the gourmet meat shops, where you could actually get that, you know?
Well, man, that is, and I know because we're paying a premium right now for meats, so I can only imagine
Yeah,
if you were able to order and have something shipped to you. I can only imagine how ridiculous that price would
yeah,
be.
no, well, shipping would be that might be out of the question
Yeah,
because that
yeah,
would be costly, But there's one of the main shops here is a shop called you can check it up online, a gourmet shop called Bloom Imports. So
okay,
they import a variety of meat like the brisket and the picanha and those sorts of things, and probably like the dinosaur beef ribs and things. But
yeah,
the
yeah,
price, because
yeah.
as I say, it's just about two stores or so. You basically get it on the island, and and
Wow.
tho- and those stores based on where I would call where the rich folks live, then the high end. So so
Well, we've got areas like that too. So you
so
know, I can drive 20 minutes from where I am and will probably pay an additional 10% because of the area of that particular store.
that's it.
Whereas I tend to shop in my neck of the woods as opposed to going into some of the ritzy areas because those people don't mind paying that premium. So I can definitely agree with that.
You got that
So,
right.
I only discovered you maybe, I don't know, maybe uh, 4, 5, 6 months ago and been following you ever since. And I love the menus that you do. Uh, your inspiration for your videos, where do they come from? Where did you begin cooking? Where did you earn your little craft, so to speak?
Well, I started off learning cooking from my mom, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, she passed away at an early, young in life. I was around about 10 years at the time, and I grew up with my grandmother, and she taught me the basics, you know. And from there, well, I guess it's something hereditary then, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Eventually.
yeah.
But I could remember my mom as a little boy. Sometimes she and my dad used to get up like 2 in the morning and decide to cook something that wee hour of the morning, you know.
Yeah.
So, so I just kind of like get like, for instance, I living at home with my wife. I do all the cooking, you know. She may cook once in a while, but that is my
Yeah.
that is my form of relaxation then, you know.
I can totally agree with that. Growing up, I don't remember my pops cooking once. I cannot remember my pops cooking once. My pops was a chemist for he passed a couple of years ago. My pops was a chemist for a citrus company. Uh, and he experimented a lot with everything except cooking. He did not cook, but man, he would play around with ice creams and paletas and a bunch of different things with that chemistry mind. But ask him to fire up a stove or build a fire, not gonna happen. So, like you, I grew up watching my mom cook, and my mom was a heck of a cook. My mom could put it down
Yeah, that's
big
right.
time.
My
So
mom, my
I
mom
grew
as
up
well.
watching her, and uh, my grandmother from my pop's side, she was an awesome cook. Spent a lot of time watching her doing her thing around that open fire. So I think that is those are the roots of my love for cooking. And like you, I do most of the cooking at home. Not only because I spend I'm here at the house on a
That's
daily basis while Alicia goes to work. But even when we were working, I still think I cooked more because I simply love cooking.
that's
I
right.
simply love
Same here.
cooking. Even when I was
Yeah.
working, I did most of the cooking because I
Same
love
here.
cooking. Yeah.
Same here.
And now that she's working, man, I just love to have a good hot meal ready when she comes home, and it makes me feel good. Absolutely.
Fortunately for me, my wife working at home as working home, and I partially work home as well to a certain extent, you know. But sometimes I do have to go out occasionally.
Okay.
You
Okay. Yeah, that is cool,
know.
man. All right, let's see what we've got going here in the chat really quickly. All right, let's see. Let's see.
I see Ken there, Daddy Dutch.
All right, Daddy D, Double D is here. Yes, sir.
Kent.
Yeah, Double D is here. All right. All right, Madwood. Matt was like a lot of us, man. Family didn't barbecue. He's self-taught, which is interesting because those are my very same sentiments. I don't ever remember anybody growing up teaching me how to cook. And I've said this in the past. I grew up in a community, man, with lots of open fires in Belize. Uh, and I know we kind of share those experiences. Now you said you've been in Trinidad for 38 years. Where were you prior? How old are you anyway? I don't know how old you are.
I'll be 50 this year,
All right, you'll be
August.
50. So where were you prior to those 38 years?
Well, prior to those 8 years, I lived in Egypt for about 4 years. I lived in Israel for probably about 8 years or so. You know,
Wow, man, that
spend
is
that
that is pretty. That is pretty
spend
cool, man. I would love to visit those places. Haven't gotten around to those places yet, but that had to be a an awesome experience.
yeah.
How
Well,
did
I
you end
went.
up there?
Well, my father used to work with the United Nations, so as a youth, I went to school in Egypt and Israel. So let's say
Okay, sweet.
the experience was real nice. You know, it's
No,
a
that is
experience.
awesome, man. Uh, uh, did you pick up any of their cuisine, their style of cooking? Did you at that point had you already developed a bit of a
Well,
hankering to cook?
well, more so in my mom because at that time I was probably around maybe 8 or 9. So I was more going to school. But like to recreate some of the dishes in Trinidad here, it's possible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It is possible. I just have to really go to the gourmet shops to get some of the basic and some of the main ingredients, or I might be lucky to get it in some of the groceries, dependent on which grocery store I go to, you know.
What
But
Madwood again, when we that's how we got into competition barbecue. Madwood says he was watching a barbecue pitmasters on TV, and his wife told him he could do that. Well, when I saw my first episode of Barbecue Pitmasters, I immediately knew what I wanted to do. But prior to that, I was king of the backyard. I always thought I was the biggest man on the block when it came to backyard barbecue. I had already gotten past that boiling rib stage.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I had
But
left that long
yeah,
behind. I
but
wasn't at I wasn't at a competition level at that point, but I
I
was
hear you.
done boiling ribs. I knew that was a no go. Uh,
I hear
and
you.
as I mentioned, boiling ribs, I can remember the days when I used to boil ribs, then throw them on the grill, add some sauce, and my boys would tell me that they were hitting, that they were banging.
Yeah,
Little did I know I was leaving all that good stuff in
get all
in
that
that
flavor.
water. Yeah,
Well,
all that flavor in that water.
honestly speaking, that is, I never boil ribs. What I started doing when I first started to cook ribs, I used to like make my rub, apply the rub, and I used to put, well, those days I didn't have any grill or anything like that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the cheba as I call it, because not a Weber. So I call it the cheba. And before having that, I used to like put the rub and just do it in the oven at a low temperature for a
Yeah,
while, and then you take it out and you put a little sauce if you want to. But I never actually boil ribs, to be honest
yeah,
with
yeah. Well, consider
you.
yourself lucky. Yeah, consider yourself.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of uh, barbecue pits, grills, what's available?
Well, well, you could get from the little research I've done over a few months. I know it's possible to get a Weber kettle for sure.
Okay,
And I think they may have one or two Z grills and Green Mountains down here, probably. But I say
okay,
you
okay.
have to go to the rich end of Trinidad.
Yeah,
I'm just a poor guy, so not
yeah,
in my.
yeah,
If I want it, I have to go outside of my area to go and get a
yeah.
sort of thing.
So, would it be safe to say then that pits like offsets aren't a big thing?
Mm, Well, not it's not a big thing like how you guys have it across there in Texas. Like how you guys have the 1,000-gallon
Yeah,
tank.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Well, I don't have the
no,
1,000 gallon tank.
no, mind you, I'm not saying that they don't have any. It's just not what I know of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So the
So,
probability someone may have.
yeah, yeah.
Right?
I have seen your pit. It's like a Weber, right? It's not a Weber,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
like a
not
Weber.
it's like a Weber, but to be honest with you, I really want to get my hands on a Weber this year. I mean, I could cook on it. I mean, at the end of the day, if you really want to know, if you really learn how to cook, you can
Oh
make
yeah,
anything work. You can make
yeah.
anything work as long as it have fire. You know?
Absolutely, absolutely. and a Weber or anything Weber like, man, they're so versatile. You know, they're so
So,
versatile. You can do so much with them. I don't know if you saw Joe Smoking Joe's recent
yeah, yeah, yeah.
video.
Well,
Uh,
well,
well, I've got one. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do one in the next month or two. It's going to be a different variation, but this is going to be my first Weber cook. But a Weber is very versatile. A Weber is so versatile. Uh, what's your favorite thing to cook? I know every week it's a different video, a different uh, culinary creation. What's your favorite thing to cook?
personally, if I have the opportunity to cook ribs all the
Mhm.
time, I will cook ribs all the time. But
All right. You sound like a trumpet master because trumpet loves to cook ribs. You sound like a Joe Everett. Joe Everett loves to cook ribs.
that's
I
nice.
cook a mean rib. I can cook the heck out of a rib, but because of the fact that I don't really like to eat it, I don't enjoy it. I don't want to cook. I don't. You're not going to see pork ribs. You're not going to see a whole lot of pork rib videos. You know, usually when I do them, we end up giving them away. Uh,
Okay.
so you're a pork rib man. I
Yeah.
love to cook beef.
And
I enjoy beef. So I will be doing some more beef videos. Let's see. Mama wants to know what is a traditional. What's like? Is there like a national drink?
um, national, I would say probably like a rum and coke or something like that.
Uh,
But
you know, from yeah,
that's
for
basically it.
most Caribbean countries, it tend to be rum and coke or some variation,
Yeah.
but rum is the
Is it?
headliner
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that
And they
drink.
have various strengths of rum because we have one here called
Yeah,
puncheon. That puncheon, that will knock you off
yeah.
your.
Well,
That will,
yeah.
you
Well,
know. So
in Belize, we've got our national rum is a rum called a 5 barrel. It's well, there's a 1 barrel and a 5 barrel. The 1 barrel is the lesser, and the 5 barrel is so smooth, man. You don't even need a chaser. Very pleasant to drink. What about the beer? The national beer, Trinidad.
well, we have a beer called Carib. Carib beer.
Carib.
Yeah, Carib beer.
Okay.
Right.
All right. All
That's
right.
one for. I don't really
Good.
drink much. I don't really drink much in it too much. I'm not a big fan of it really. You know.
All right. All right.
I
I'll be
I
sure
more
when we come and visit. I'll be sure to bring my own when we come and visit.
I kind of like prefer. I prefer a Coors or a Bud Light or a Modelo or something. That's my.
Okay. All right. I'm with you on that. The national beer of Belize is a beer called Bellican. And
Okay.
anybody that's been to Belize have had that beer, and it's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Darnell says Steven is a beast. All right, let's see. Hey, Rick, what's happening? Good evening, buddy.
Rick, what's up?
Uh, yeah, SPF, that man's been around, man. Yeah, he's been around. TPC. Hey, Joe is the man. I'm playing. I'm playing catch up, man. Barbacoa Bandit says food is another expression of love for some of us. I totally agree, Bandit. I totally agree, man. Uh, whether it whether it be family, friends, or total strangers, food is a an expression of love. It's a language of love, man. I especially love to sit back and watch people eat something that these hands have
Yeah, yeah.
helped prepare. It's a great
That's it.
feeling.
Like
Yeah, it is a great.
I was about to say like our next favorite I like to cook like would be wings, chicken wings.
All right,
Just
I love some wings.
just for the fact
Wings.
just for the fact that you could make a almost do 100 different profile flavors,
Yeah.
you know, and it's easy. It's a easy cook then.
Yeah, it is easy to cook. And man, it's
And
hard to mess up a wing. Yeah. If you find a way
that-
to mess up a wing, you're special. You know, the only way to mess up a wing really is to undercook them. Yeah,
that's right.
because even when they're overcooked, wings are still
They're
delicious.
still good.
Yeah, they're
Got that
still
right.
good. Yeah. Yeah, Rick, the brother used to boil ribs, man. But that is long. All right, so let's not get carried away. It's over with. uh Wes said he still does that. Whatever.
I ain't boiling no ribs.
Yeah. Rick, I gotta hold something back, man. That's why I didn't show you all that in the class. I've got to hold something back. Hey, easy, Daddy D. You know you're gonna be here in a couple of weeks. You don't want these Texans to get on you. So easy, easy. Yeah, folks, if you're in the chat, man, even if you're just lurking, hit that like button, show a little thumbs up. Daddy D, Double D said you're the governor of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah.
I wish.
Hey, Stephen, what's the distance between the two islands?
Could be about between 3 to 5 miles, somewhere around there.
All right, so are they like hourly ferries?
Yeah, you get ferries due to the pandemic and thing now, the ferries running a little different. So like you might get maybe a ferry 3 times a day or twice a day.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
How often do you go to the Tobago?
Yeah. Honestly speaking, I haven't been to Tobago in quite some time.
No.
Honestly.
I mean,
honestly speaking.
In terms of economy,
this is what I'm about to tell you. It's like when you go to Tobago, be prepared to spend money because the island they cater for tourists.
Yeah.
And besides that, remember they have to carry across most of the food stuff across there to sell. So by doing that, the price sometimes almost double.
Okay.
Because they have to pay for transport and all these different things. So Tobago is more for the tourists. Now, don't get me wrong, it have a lot of people like for the Easter vacation and like for summertime, you find out a lot of people from Trinidad will go across there, But for me, I just kind of like travel enough, so I just glad to be home.
So it sounds like if one happened to come on a little chunk of change, a little chunk of money, and wanted to do some shopping, you get on that ferry and go shopping in Tobago. Are they bigger stores? Are they more?
I wouldn't say so. Tobago, as I say, is more like a tourist relaxation.
Okay.
Kind of thing like that. Like if you're and like you'll get probably like souvenirs and those kind of stuff to buy across there. But like any comment like if you want the real big stores, most of the big stores over here in Trinidad.
Yeah. Well, Mama will tell you, man, whenever we go any place, we tend to shy away from the tourist areas, and we want to get to where the regular folks are. We've found over our years of traveling that the regular folks, they know where the good foods are. They know where the good hangouts, where the fun spots are, as opposed to the highfalutin folks that just want to sit back and be serviced. Now we want to hit those street foods. We want to get in with the regular folks. We want to get in with the regular folks.
We have a lot of street foods down here, That's for sure.
That was going to be my next topic, man. Street foods. Mom and I just used our trip insurance, and we backed out of a spring break trip to Jamaica. and I was really looking forward to the Jamaican street food scene. What are some of the things that if you had to pick five things when it comes to street food in Trinidad, what would they be?
Well, number one would on the list would be something we call doubles, right? That is something like two. It's something like a how to put it. It's kind of hard to describe it, but something like some fried flour, and
Yeah.
between the flour now they put like chickpeas,
All right.
right? But
All
we
right.
or gazambo beans. We call it chana over here, right? So you put that with your different chutneys, either cucumber chutney or mango chutney. Well, the hot sauce is there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Now
know, what?
I saw doubles on one of those food programs. It might have been Andrew Zimmerman. That guy that eats the crazy stuff. I don't know
Okay,
if you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
but
know the
I
guy
think
you're talking.
I want to say I saw doubles, and
That's cool. That's
they've
number
got
one.
yeah, doubles have got sort of a an Indian background,
Yes, yes,
uh,
yes. That's cool.
and I understand that there is some history, whether it be the colonization, uh, the Spanish, the Indians.
Yeah, we have a variety.
Yeah, yeah,
Chinese, Spanish, French
yeah,
Creole. Mixed here. So this is why Trinidad cooking is so versatile, and because like anything you guys cook, I could always throw a Trinidad influence into the
yeah,
same mix
yeah.
there. You know?
And that is what makes that cuisine so special, because you're taking bits and pieces from all these
Yeah.
different cultures, man, and creating one, and that's got to be special. So I
Because
have seen doubles. What's number two?
number two would be there's something called Sahina, right? Sahina is some Sahinas. I don't know if you guys might know, or if you might know something called taro leaves.
Taro leaves? Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They chip it up fine and mix it in a flour mixture, and they sell it just like the doubles as well. If you wanted with the chickpeas in it or without, you know. And then next on the list would be not chana, roti,
Roti. I am familiar with
roti,
roti.
roti, and then there's a next one called bus up shut, which is
Hey, and
different, which is different, which which is
mama's.
which is which is different to the roti then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. Now we
No,
actually went, and this is a while ago. We watched a program on the creation of the bus up shirt, and Mama could not understand when I used my Creole accent. Bus up shirt. She could not understand it, and I had to explain to her why it was called that. Uh, but dude, I've never had it, but it's so thin, it's so flaky, and the way it can be used to just sop up gravy and juices and
yeah,
everything else. I can't wait to get my hands on some.
no. Like for me, I don't make that. If I want that to eat, I just go and buy that
Yeah,
because uh, how to put it, it's just three of us living home here,
yeah,
and it don't really make sense. I going to be trouble to make that. I could
yeah,
cook like the other side dishes, like the curry chicken and the curry potato. I could cook all that and just go and order like two bus up shot or two or three roti, as the case. Well, we call it like
yeah,
roti skins then, you know?
yeah. All right, man. And the bust up shirt does look like a lot of work, and
It's
I
not hard,
not
but it's just like, how to put it? It's easier for me to go and buy a
yeah,
bus up
yeah,
shot,
yeah,
plain bus up shot, than to go through the processor, kneading the flour, and about a whole process to do everything. Not
yeah.
really hard, but it's just a bit time consuming.
Then you need a flat pan, man, that you can beat
Yeah,
that thing up.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I might try to do it one time. Well, actually, Mom is the baker. I don't bake.
Yeah, I don't
So
bake.
I don't. Yeah, I don't bake. I let Mama do it. But it's
Bacon.
interesting. I love watching it made. Mama's asking Stephen, when you're not cooking, what do you do?
When I'm not cooking, I'm usually on YouTube or
Yeah.
playing with my on YouTube, you know. But most of the time, I'm always doing always finding something to do. But as I say, these days, I more or less working from home, you know.
Okay.
I'm a mechanic by trade, right? But I don't do the practical work anymore. You know, I just for the office, they just send any papers, and I just do what I have to do, and then you know send back the report back for them, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll go in the garage and
Darnell, I have not paid any attention, man, to the Mississippi pot roast videos. I don't know. Maybe people are doing collabs, but I have not seen any pop up in my on my what is it? My notifications. So I don't know what's going on. And what exactly is a Mississippi pot roast? Is that different than a regular pot roast? Trumpet says, I think his favorite videos are those special peppers. You know, I'm like you, Stephen. I'm a fan of Scotch bonnets.
well, okay. Let me
Uh,
tell you something.
yeah,
Right now, I have two bags in the fridge with
okay.
one with Scotch bonnet, and one with scorpions.
All right. Ooh, I've never played with the scorpion. Now, Scotch
Yeah,
bonnets aren't available to us year round. It's primarily in the summer.
yeah,
So
that's a summer pepper. That's right.
yeah. So whenever they are available, man, I'll buy them, I'll deseed them, and I'll freeze them.
Okay.
Yeah, I will freeze them. I vacuum seal them and then freeze them, and then I can pull them out throughout the rest of the off periods. But I
Yeah,
primarily use them, man, in my when I'm making my onion sauce for fish,
okay.
or I'm
Okay.
doing something for tacos or something along those lines. Or if I'm doing my jerk chicken, I'll definitely have
Well,
some
not
onion sauce.
not cutting you across. I heard you say you remove the seeds.
Yeah. Hey,
we don't, we ain't
hey,
removing nothing
hey.
from it here.
Yeah, I seen you leave those seeds in. Uh, hey, I gotta watch out for Mama. I
No, but
gotta watch out for Mama.
it have some of like I could tell when I could watch a pepper and I will know when that pepper is extremely hot. Well, like for
Yeah,
the like the scorpion is a different kettle of fish there. That hot for sure. But like
yeah, yeah,
with the Scotch bonnet pepper now, you may get some that may be hot, especially like if they sometimes you get a cross between the scorpion and the Scotch bonnet mix. If you get one of those, you're in some trouble.
yeah.
You're in some serious trouble. You know, but I'm accustomed to
Nah,
that. I've been eating pepper since I'm about the age of 3 years. I've been eating pepper. So what might be hot for you guys?
yeah, yeah. Well, very, very similar to you. Growing up, man, it was usually during the Christmas holidays. My pops would break out uh, pickled jalapenos, uh, cheese, and crackers, and this was something we only had during the holidays. And these jalapenos were hot, but man, with the cheese and the crackers, they were quite tasty. And I'm talking, we were kids, we were
Yeah.
still uh, uh, 5, 6, 7, and we were enjoying this. So I've always had a bit of a love for spice, for peppers within reason.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat anything that's gonna have me tearing up and asking for milk the way you see some of these, yeah,
I
some of these
hear you.
clowns on TV.
Yeah,
Within
I hear
reason, I
you.
want to
I
be
hear
able to
you.
enjoy that heat. I don't want to
No,
suffer.
no, but I for me, I toned it down quite a lot. The amount that I used to eat in my younger days to now, totally different. You know, you know, we have a saying in Trinidad here: as you get younger,
Yeah, yeah,
there are certain things you have to change in life, you know.
yeah.
And,
I'm with you. Yeah,
that
I'm
kind of
with
way.
you. Darnell is saying Islander drink dark and stormies. Have you heard of such a drink?
No.
No, neither have I. Yeah, neither have
He
I.
said it's rum and ginger beer.
Oh, rum and ginger beer. All right, I like ginger beer. Yeah, one
Uh,
of my favorite ginger beer drinks is with Tito's vodka. It's a Traeger recipe. Awesome.
well,
Yeah.
that's where me and you will have to part ways. I'll drink ginger ale, but not ginger beer.
Yeah.
And that is for one particular reason only. Yeah? Back in my when my grandmother was alive, I remember that woman making ginger beer from scratch,
Mm-hmm.
and that was for Christmas time. She used to have it in those a big kind of glass jar bottle with a finger to hold the handle like so like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she used to have that under the bed, queuing. And then there's a next drink that we have in Trinidad here called, I don't know if you might know, it's something called sorrel.
Yes.
Mm.
Sorrel. We
Yeah,
do a sorrel wine in Belize.
yeah. So here's the thing. This woman used to make the ginger beer, make the sorrel, have the sorrel in the fridge. But not for hell she would give us the sorrel to drink. Always giving us a shot of that ginger beer. And that thing used to burn.
Yeah.
So from the youth coming up,
Yeah.
get a
Yeah. Yeah.
dislike. So I ain't drinking no ginger beer. Bring the ginger ale.
Nah.
It's all well.
Hey, but I think every time Mom and I go to Belize, we find sorrel wine. Yeah, we
Well,
find sorrel wine.
we make sorrel wine here as well, you know, but we also
Yeah,
have it without the alcohol. Just put like the spices like the clove
yeah,
and
yeah.
something we
I,
call spice, a kind
yeah,
of allspice or something, and the clove. You boil it and you add your sugar and your essence and whatever like that.
yeah, yeah.
But we also make homemade wine with it. We make a lot of homemade wine here in Trinidad as well, you know, pineapple wine,
Same
mango,
thing in Belize. Yeah, same thing in Belize, man.
cherry,
Blackberry wine. Yeah, you name it. Guava. You name it.
you
We
go,
we make wine out of it in Belize.
even rice wine.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Oh
something
yeah.
called I don't know if you know about aloes.
No, I don't. I don't remember that
Yeah,
particular one.
well, so the aloes is actually a sort of a herb, right? But
Okay.
you can make wine out of it as well. You know,
Yeah.
even
Oh,
the
you can
egg,
make wine just about anything, man.
anything.
Yeah.
Um, there's a flower called hibiscus flowers.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
make
I've
wine
had
out
that.
of that.
Yeah, I've had that. Panchuco
The
says he and his buddy always wanted to retire in Belize. Panchuco, man, that would be a great move. Your money instantly doubles. In Belize, cost of living quite affordable. And it's only a hop, skip, and a jump to move back and forth between Belize and the States. Uh, when this COVID thing returns to somewhat normal,
some
it's a hop, skip, and a jump. A flight from the States to Belize, man, is 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. So very easy. But again, you're just like Mexico. I think your money will probably quadruple. You go to Mexico, or more than that. But in Belize, your money will double. Easy.
well, I'm sure that it might be worse.
Yeah.
It might be worse on this side.
uh, well, Trinidad is one of the more economically sound Caribbean countries.
Well, that that was
Trinidad.
that was some years ago. It's totally
Well,
different. It's totally different now.
well, I guess everybody might be a little bit short as we're in COVID times, and it kind of sounds,
Well,
like we're slowly coming out of it. But I still think we've got some months left, man, to keep our heads down and be safe. But I think hopefully the worst of it is behind us.
well, only one person will know that, and that is the man upstairs.
Yes, sir.
Only God alone will know that for sure. Yes.
Yes, sir. Trumpet says, Stephen, are you fluent in Spanish?
No, no, I don't speak no Spanish.
Yeah.
My daughter may speak a little Spanish, but not me.
Trumpet, it sounds like he's the opposite of fluent. uh, Daddy D, Double D says, not everything is bigger. Wait until. Dude, we're going to have a ball in the next couple of weeks, Double D. It's going to be fun, man. We're going to be there. It sounds like we're going to be there come Wednesday evening. And man, Wednesday and Thursday. And I hate getting there that early because then I'm obligated to party. And but I'm really looking forward to it, man. Let's make it happen. It's going to be a great time. And Stephen, we're talking about one of the largest barbecue comps, the Houston Livestock Rodeo.
Yeah. I heard about that. I think James from Eamon and Clayman did a video on that a few years back.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Are we going to live stream from there?
I am planning on. We're planning on live streaming now that we kind of understand how the hotspot work. Blah blah blah. And Thursday tends, I guess, because of the lack of the public on site. Thursday is probably a good day. All right, Thursday is probably. So we're going to live stream from there in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Darnell says that that drink, and I can't remember. Oh, the Dark and Stormy. It was Gosling Black Seal Rum and Ginger Beer. I had never heard of that drink. But it does sound like after a couple of those things would get dark and stormy. Yeah. All right, but I'm down. I ain't scared. Yeah, I ain't scared. My man Wesley Reed says, I have a buddy from Trinidad, and we call him Tree Pete. Everything is treatified. That's a good one, Wes. Tree Pete. Oh, that boy's silly.
It's really amazing with this YouTube thing. I meet a lot of people that always know somebody from Trinidad, you know.
Yeah. Well, dude, my buddy Michael Frazier, Army buddy, from Trinidad. He goes by Augusta now. Man, awesome friend. Known him for many years. Probably the latter half of our military career, we've been hooked up with Mike. He's in my fantasy football league. And he goes back, at least pre-COVID, he used to go back every year for Carnival.
Yeah, well, actually, I was about to tell you about Carnival, you know. That is one of the biggest events they have in Trinidad, but since with the COVID and thing, that
Yeah. Well, dude, all I can tell you about Carnival is the pictures of the women that I've seen. And
be careful.
Yeah. Mama's seen those pictures. She's right here. She's seen those pictures. You know, I'm all about the culture when I go to so I would come for Carnival, not for the women, but for the culture. I wouldn't even be paying attention to the women. Great
I hear
culture.
you on
that. Yeah. Tom, Stupid Bear is asking, what is the difference between Trinidad and Tobago? What is the difference between Trinidad and Tobago chicken? Other than he's had a couple of beers already.
Jerk chicken, like their jerk chicken different.
All right, I mean, is Trinidad? Are they big on jerk?
Yeah, I mean, but the jerk is just same basic ingredients as
Yeah, jerk is jerk.
yeah, jerk is there's only one way to make jerk chicken,
Yeah, yeah.
and and I will tell you something. Jamaican people very fussy with that.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah. And you know,
That's like almost like me trying to do a Philly
Texas brisket.
cheesesteak or to do no
Yeah. Oh,
a
that's
Philly
another
cheese.
one. Yeah,
I dare not. I
yeah,
wouldn't even think
yeah,
about putting that on my channel because
yeah,
I know.
yeah. Now, you do it. You just say Philly style. You always put that style.
Don't put no Philly style. Don't mention
Yeah.
the word Philly in that song.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Hey,
mention that word.
yeah. Certain groups get real particular, man, about
Very
yeah.
meticulous.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, very much so. Yeah,
But
very much so.
but funny enough, with the jerk chicken, you could, long as you do it to a certain standard, they will leave you alone, except for the real enthusiasts, which will tell you, well, you have
Yeah,
to have
yeah.
a particular kind of wood and that kind of
Yeah, that
stuff. But
pimento wood.
the pimento wood,
Do you guys grow pimento wood? Do you grow pimento trees?
I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not too sure. I know we have like nutmeg trees and those things, but and
Okay, okay.
coffee, but I'm not too sure about the pimento wood, honestly speaking.
You know, a couple of years ago when I really started cooking jerk, and I was trying to be as authentic as possible, and this was long before YouTube. I just wanted a true jerk, as close to a true jerk as I could get. I had ordered a small box, probably 8 by 12, man. Came with about maybe 10, 12 pieces, and it cost me almost $100 with shipping and everything.
I was about
And
to tell you
I,
that's going to be a
I
pretty
babied,
price.
yeah, I babied that wood over the years, man. I just used a very small piece each time I did some jerk, and there was a definite difference in the
Yeah,
overall flavor of the jerk. And what I'm getting at is I was so excited about our Jamaica trip for spring break because I honestly think I cook a damn good jerk chicken. You know, without the wood, it's not true
it
jerk.
wouldn't be this. Yeah, it wouldn't be this. That flavor.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That flavor.
And I really wanted to compare my jerk with some of the authentic jerk in Jamaica, and we'll get that chance.
Because
Our trip hasn't been canceled; it's been postponed.
because they actually have a different technique in cooking that as well too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're
Yeah.
using green pimento wood, and now I understand that there's some sort of moratorium on the wood because the pimento trees were becoming scarce.
Extinct.
Yeah, almost extinct. Very much so. They're using a different wood now, but that time will come, man, and we'll get it done. Trumpet. Darnell wants to know, man, are they still on for a collab? His tripod came in today. Rick, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Well, there's your answer, Darnell. Trumpet says the ball's in your court. What's the collab? What are y'all doing? Hot dogs? No. Oh, tri-tip. Tri-tip. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Rick.
House fishing in TNT.
Let's see. Just checking the chat real quick. Oh, Rick says his wife is still he's on date night, but he's outside on his phone and his wife is still inside the restaurant.
So,
Lady Cypress, man, where
Laura,
have you
what's
been?
up? That's Laura.
Where have you been? Have not seen you in a little bit. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, Stephen, was palau. Do you cook palau?
Almost every other week.
Have you ever done a video?
Yes, I have a video on that.
Oh, you've got a palau video on your channel?
Yeah, I have a palau video. That's a must for sure.
All right, I'm gonna have to go back and check it out because I recently did, and Palau and the
Yeah.
biryani that I did are different, but they're often confused between the two, because they're both rice and meat dishes. But I want to see your palau. Uh, I am planning to do a biryani video at some
Okay.
point, and I don't even know if you know what biryani is. Uh,
I can't say. I can't say.
and the main difference between palau and biryani is that uh, biryani drains the liquid from the rice, while
Okay.
palau allows
Absorb.
the rice to absorb the liquid.
Absorb. They cook that with coconut milk. We cook
Yeah,
it
all
with
right, with
coconut milk.
coconut milk. All right, but when you
Coconut
get a
milk.
chance, man, when you get a chance, just go on to YouTube and just put in biryani, Biy Ronnie. There you go.
I,
You'll you'll figure it out. But I want to do I want to do maybe you and I one day, man. We'll work on a collab. You'll do palau, and I'll do a biryani,
yeah,
and
as I mentioned, that I have a couple of videos, older videos I want to do over because my older videos, I never did any voiceovers or anything. It was just
okay,
music in the background. Something like
yeah,
Trumpet
yeah,
Master, you know?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Just showing our music,
Yeah.
you
Trumpet's been promising us that
know?
we'll get some audio from him. We
So,
still haven't. Yeah, we still
so
haven't. But you and I
um,
will work on that, man, and do one at some point.
as I was talking about Jamaica, I always wanted to try to make something called Eskovitch Fish.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've never made it. I've eaten a ton of it. Yeah.
I was thinking about doing a video on that, you know.
All
So I
right.
say
All right. I've
at
never
some
made it.
time.
I've eaten a ton. Let's see. Still playing catch up in the chat. Bunch of pleasantries. Let's see. Lady Cypress giving you a hard time. uh, Mama says the more I drink, the more my Belizean accent comes, my Creole accent comes out.
Well,
That's why I keep my
I
drinking
hope
to a minimum.
I hope you understand me fine though.
Yeah, no, we're I got you covered, bro. You're good.
Why don't you
Yeah,
respond to some of
yeah,
the questions in Creole?
yeah. TPC, good night, buddy. He said his meds are taking over. That Metamucil, he's got to
Yeah.
go.
Um, right now I'm in a collab for I think and I'll be in a collab for next month. A
You're
local dish.
doing
Yeah, doing a collab next month.
okay. All right. Yeah, I'll be
Only
looking
local.
forward. Yeah, I'll be looking forward. Mr. Bean wants to know how is the fishing in TNT and what is the main fish caught or consumed? And
Well, we have
I know it's salt water, so anything is
yeah,
game. If they're biting, I'm hooking.
you
Yeah.
got that right. Yeah, so well, we have fish by now. The thing is, I will call some names of fish that probably you may know, but those guys might know because like we have a fish we call carrot. I
I've
don't know if
never heard of that term.
kingfish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, kingfish. Absolutely.
Well, right. Well, that's
Yeah.
carrot is a family to the kingfish, then,
All right. All right.
right? Then you have like we have a fish called moonshine. We have one called crow. We have
Croaker.
we have mullet.
All right. We've got croaker. We've got mullet.
No,
And there's kingfish in our water.
we have salmon, but it's a different kind of salmon to what you guys get.
All
Because you
right.
know, like in the States, you guys mostly get I think it's the Pacific or the Atlantic, the kind of
Yeah.
more or less
We get
orange
Atlantic.
color salmon. We get the
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
salmon. We get the white salmon down here,
Okay.
which is a
Okay.
different. And there's two types. There's one with a small scale, and one with a larger scale,
All right.
right?
What
So
about crabs?
yeah, we have plenty of that. Just that I can't eat no shell food, so I don't deal with no crab, no
Man,
shrimps, no crab, no
dude.
shrimp.
Yeah.
Uh, like if my
All
wife
right.
want
So
one,
yeah.
if my like if we man like if my wife and I go out and we want wontons, I'll have to buy shrimps for her. I buy chicken wontons for me.
Yeah. 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 All right.
And
All right.
funny enough, a few years back I could have eat shrimps, but just so I develop an allergic reaction to it, so I
All
just
right.
kind of like
All right.
stay away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'm sure Trinidadians have their version of a meat patty. Like a Jamaican meat patty. Do you guys have?
Yeah, we
Is
have
it just called? Is it just called a meat patty?
we call it like a beef pie or a chicken pie,
Okay. Okay.
fish pie.
All right. All right. Oh man, the Belizeans are big on it. Yeah, the Belizeans are big on it. I love it. We've got multiple small Jamaican restaurants in our neck of the woods, and they're the mom and pops type establishments. So whenever you go in there, you can expect a bit of a wait. It's a restaurant, but it
I-
seems like they never have anything ready for you. You got to wait a little bit. But man,
um,
more often than not, the wait is well worth it. Yeah, the wait is well worth it. Mom and I were going to do some beef patties this weekend, and the more I got to thinking about it, man, the lazier I got. And yeah, that's not going to happen.
like, like me, if I have to make like beef pies or anything like that, I just buy the normal pastry dough.
Yeah. Oh,
And
okay. And
I
that's the hardest part, getting that dough ready.
so I buy the dough and just roll it out, and you could do your stuff from there.
Yeah, yeah. That's the hardest part, man, getting that dough ready. Yeah, I
So
totally agree.
CJ, have you heard about something called pastels?
Pastel,
Yeah,
man,
it's
the
something like a tamales, but a bit different.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yes, I have. I've had it. Matter of fact, I've had Puerto Rican pastel. That one of my Puerto Rican buddies his wife used to make it. So you guys have a
Pastel.
version of that?
Yeah, we have a version of pastel. Then there's something called pay me, which is similar to the pastel, but it doesn't have any meat in it.
Okay, okay,
You cook it is a mixture with cornmeal and pumpkin and coconut.
okay. All right, sweet. Hey, Stephen, there's what did I tell you? All right, Darnell, just noticed CJ switched rooms. What are the pennants? Uh, I, hey, let me see for a second. I'm gonna try to go solo. Am I solo?
There you go.
Are y'all able to see? Yes, Mama's been bugging me to switch rooms, and she actually got the ball rolling by getting this room ready, and then I finished up with a few of the trophies and the pennants. But the room downstairs that we were using, the living room, is wide open. Hardwood floors, and there was a significant amount of echo. In this room we're in is carpeted, smaller, so we're hoping our audio is just a little better, as well as our picture. Let me know what you guys think. But what we've got are just some trophies and some banners that we pull to try to make things look halfway decent. We're not a smoking Joe or a dog father with all the good stuff, but we're gonna get there at some point. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? And this little plaque, man, we bought this We probably had it, what, 6, 7 months, and just never found a place to really hang it. Mama said closer to a year. So really enjoyed that, man. And it says that's our logo. We had a buddy, Don Logan, in 2012 when we created Mama and Papa Joe. You know, we had put out on Facebook an all call for a bit of a slogan. And Don Logan, rest his soul, multiple people sent in the little slogan, and this was Don's, the very best cue from us to you, and we loved it, and it stuck. Like I said, my buddy Don Logan passed a number of years ago, but that was his idea, and it worked. What do you guys think?
Darnell said you don't want him looking at his future wife anymore.
Darnell is crazy. All right, so let me get Stephen back.
Wes said he liked it.
All right, thank you, Wes. Let me see. Where are we? Uncle Steve, what's happening? Let me get back to where we were. Tom Fuentes, what do you know about pimento? He says some applewood and some smoked bay leaves added to the fire should work good as pimento wood. That's still out there right there, man. All right, Chris, have a good evening, man. Good, you can stop in. Yeah. All right. He said applewood with some smoked bay leaf. He must have Googled something real quick. I don't trust Tom. Yeah, I don't trust Tom.
That is a serious possibility.
All right. Rick is asking, is Craig over at Behind the Garage really your brother?
That's my brother from another mother.
Yes, sir.
Me and Craig chat a lot online, you know.
Yeah. Triple B, good to have you, man. Sipping on some bourbon, enjoying the episode. We appreciate you stopping in. Darnell, thank you for posting the YouTube channel. Mr. Bean just subscribed. Rick, thank you very much, man. It's a work in progress. Looks awesome. Sounds great. It's a work in the progress. And this was the primary reason we got tired of Darnell asking questions about. Nah, just kidding. But I told you earlier, Stephen, Darnell pays attention to what's behind you, man.
Yeah. Darnell ain't missing a thing.
Yep. Yes, sir, Double D. We will see you in Houston. Sleeper says the ring light is bouncing off of the glasses. Man, you know, I would love to take these glasses off, but if I do that, the chat is shocked. I'm telling you now. I can't see a thing. It'll be a blur. So I've got to figure that out. Yeah, I've got to figure that out.
Oh, so I'm using a ring light or something?
I am using a ring light frontal, and then I've got a larger light that's just hitting the ceiling and bouncing back down. Yeah. Man, I am no audio/video expert. I am learning as I go. Yeah.
Same here.
I'm learning as I go, man. Thank you so much, Bobby. Appreciate it. Uncle Steve, what's happening, buddy? Hey, Uncle Steve, you check out that sandwich video? And folks, if you haven't seen that torta style sandwich video with that Uncle Steve
CJ,
shake,
that sandwich was killer.
Dude, thank you. I'm telling you, I wanted to save some of that. I wanted to save some of the meat, and I managed to. All right, because I wanted to do my first short, and my first short is going to be like a asada nachos. So I wanted some of that meat, but I ate half that sandwich, and I was like, man, I'm gonna find something else to eat. Mama wanted another half because we only made
What?
one sandwich because I wanted to save some. So I had to cut
No,
Mama some meat so she could have a second half, and she destroyed that thing. I
what?
thought she was an
That,
infantry soldier just coming back home. The
that
way
was
she ate
bad to
that,
the what's
yeah,
that? That was one of the
delicious.
greatest sandwich.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
one of the great.
delicious.
Trust me.
Yeah. Cypress is sending love. Cypress is sending love. Salt and pepper, have a good evening, man. Have a good evening. I'm going to get caught up in this chat real quick because you guys got me at an hour and 10 minutes. I want to make sure. And there, if you haven't yet checked out Steven's, if you haven't yet checked out Steven's page, if you haven't subscribed, folks, go ahead and do it. You're going to get some awesome recipes, easy to replicate.
One
Go
of
ahead and subscribe.
so CJ, I think probably my hardest video for anybody to really follow would be the stew chicken or the stew pork. You know, that's like
Why would you say that?
well, okay, you know, like how most people across there would make a roux,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and if you're going to make a gumbo,
yeah,
you can't take your eyes off of that
yeah,
roux. Otherwise, well, the same thing with the brown sugar.
yeah, yeah.
So
That
you have to know exactly when to throw in that meat, when that sugar gets that right coloration that you're looking for.
How did you subscribe?
and my mom, used to brown her chicken with sugar,
I
and
think
I
I
have
think
never done it.
you don't say.
Yeah, I have never done it.
I did when I did the
Uh,
curry
and,
chicken the other day.
and oh, Mama cooked some curry chicken 3-5 days ago, and she just told me that she actually, and I when Mama's cooking, I stay away from her because I don't want her asking me anything. Yeah, because before you know it, I'm getting involved. So she was cooking in the kitchen.
Same. You have a brother here. You have a brother
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Same
I
here.
stay out of the kitchen. I leave her alone. I just smell stuff, and I'm like, "Ooh, something burning." I'm like, "No, I'm kidding." No, but she threw down with some curry chicken, man, and I ate off of that for about 3 days. And that was her first time messing with curry.
And like
But she
curry,
has been watching. She's been paying attention. Yeah.
so
So
that might
there's
be
Stephen and Jacqueline's link, folks. Check out that page. Hit that subscribe button. You're gonna get some good recipes.
that might be one of the hardest I feel for anybody. The rest of videos easy to
Yeah.
follow.
All right. Yes.
The
Oh,
stew chicken,
absolutely. Yeah.
the
Absolutely.
key in that is
Yeah.
to get that sugar correct.
Yeah. Well,
And then like
we've got a stewed jerk chicken video coming out next week, and I am here to tell you, folks, that stewed jerk is fire. And like anything else, man, I cooked it yesterday, and it was delicious. And then we ate dinner off of it today, and man, it had popped up notches as we know how those seasonings all come together overnight. Man, it is special. Yeah. So be sure to be on the lookout for that one next week.
and here's the thing too, that green seasoning that I use, that is key to
Yeah,
Trinidad
yeah,
cooking. That green seasoning is
yeah.
a must. Almost every household in Trinidad have a bottle of that in the refrigerator.
So that green seasoning, I think, is very similar to the Puerto Rican sofrito.
Yeah, but
It yeah,
minus
yeah,
the sofrito I think has bell peppers in it or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All
We
right.
don't put
I have not played with that, but I am definitely
but
interested.
it's similar. It's a similar.
Yeah, yeah. Trumpet says, Steve, he's making chicken's wing this weekend. I don't know how he makes chicken wings. The chickens make the wing. But I think he's cooking chicken wings this weekend. Which of the rubs do you recommend? Good night, SPF. Salt and pepper heading out. CJ Bean will be checking out your videos, Stephen. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I
Uncle
saw that.
Steve saw the video, loves it. Amazing. Thank you very much. Behind the Garage just hit you up for a subscription. And Stephen, you know by now it's a nickel for every subscription after this. All right.
I hear you on that.
I will be expecting that check in the mail.
I hear you.
Yeah. uh,
I hear you on that.
Rick says Stephen and his daughter Jacqueline are awesome. Yes, I totally agree. And it's so tasty. Yeah, I totally agree. Let's see. Let's see. Wow. Look at here. My man James Brooks. I had to berate this dude and verbally beat him down, man, to just get him to come and comment one time. And he finally did. Thank you so much, Mr. Brooks. Boss Barbecue. Hey, Boss Barbecue pulled a second place rib at the San Antonio Rodeo a couple of weeks ago. Awesome job, Brooks. Awesome job. My man Wes. Let's see. All right, folks. Man, this has been a pleasure as usual. We're at an hour, 16 minutes. We're going to call it a night, man. I want to thank my man Stephen and Jacqueline. I was hoping Jacqueline would poke her head in and say hi to the folks.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, but
a few of those guys know Jacqueline.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah.
don't worry.
Guys,
Don't worry. I'll give you a video call and you'll get to see him. Man. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right.
We'll hook up on that. Don't worry. You know.
All right, my man. Hey, so Bobby says, great to see you. Hey, folks, once again, thank you so much for hanging out with Mom and I and my man Stephen and Jacqueline. Be on the lookout for another video early next week, and then our next live stream on Thursday. I want you guys to take care of yourselves, man. Stay safe, love each other, and have a great weekend. Get through tomorrow at work without getting in trouble, and enjoy Super Bowl weekend. Stephen, I want to thank you again, man, for hanging out. We appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure being here, and thank all you guys in the chat for being here. You know, Craig, everybody, Madwood, Bobby, Laura, you know, and CJ. I want to thank you most of all, you and Arisa, for having this small guy.
Yeah, man, whatever. Whatever. It's all good, baby. One love.
And I have to say, out of all the interviews I have done, this was the first one, you know, I just felt real normal.
Yeah.
The earlier interviews, I was now into the game, so it was a bit kind of, withdrawal kind of thing, but now it's just a cool scene, you know.
Well, I appreciate you, bro. We'll do it again, man. Have a good evening.
So, same to you here, man. Thanks, everybody, for being here. CJ, thanks, Alicia, everybody. Have a great one, great weekend. Be safe out there.
All righty.
Cook, love, and that's all we could ask for.
That's it. That's a wrap.